belong, I belong to you.
Do just what you want. You're the one I try.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got caught in the rain. It is bank holiday. I've just been to the cinema to see Aladdin with my nephews. It was amazing. I also filmed my how to shop luxury in 7 ways. If it's not up already, it should be the next video, so stay tuned for that. I have a huge giveaway, and I think it'll also be very helpful that I've shown you 7 ways to shop luxury. And one of them actually relates back to this, which is shopping pre-loved before you buy something luxury in store. I'm very careful how I shop, and if I can get a better deal somewhere else, I will do. So I've teamed up with Design Exchange for this video. It made perfect sense. Sorry, my asthma's a bit bad today. It made perfect sense because, I wanted to do a video on my dioramas. I wanted to show you what fits inside, every detail about them, what I think's good about it, what I think's not great about it, and basically just to help you when it comes to buying one. Both of mine are from Design Exchange, known as Me by Designer on Instagram. So why not team up with the place where I bought this from in the first place? Yep, so one of the points in the video, if it's not up, I do say try and buy it elsewhere. Be very, very careful when it comes to buying pre-loved. I myself have been burned selling. I even did it a second time round very recently, and people will know it was with my JW Anderson bag. I did everything right, and I still got scammed, even though I've been scammed again. I refuse to sell anything myself now. It's just not worth the hassle. It's really not worth it. So Design Exchange also sell. A lot of the time I have an eyelash. A lot of the time I will sell whatever it is I need to sell. I've done a whole video on me taking in some ready to wear, and usually I take a gift voucher because they give you more. But I just love the idea that they take a percent, of course, but you actually give it in. You haven't got to ship or do any of that. So I've spoken about it lots before. I know a lot of you are familiar with Design Exchange. I always go to say We Buy Designer because I'm so used to typing that in Instagram. And I know that a lot of you have discovered it yourself just from walking around Chelsea, because they have a few stores there now. So let's get into the video of telling you all about the diorama. So I went to the cinema today. I've actually just got everything out. So I was looking for my lipstick. Yeah, went to the cinema to see Aladdin, and this is the bag that I use. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my phone. Got it in my pocket, but I'm going to put it inside so you can just see. Okay, so when I got this from Design Exchange, it was when there was a big hype around the diorama. It hadn't been out long. I really wanted the grey, which I'll show you in a second, but it was too similar to my grey classic flap. I thought the colour was too similar. I didn't have a black and silver, so I went to get the black, but I thought I'd just check to see if I could find it in Design Exchange. Saw a couple online, but as I told you, there's lots of places that I don't trust. And I found this in the Knightsbridge store. It had been bought for someone for Christmas. It had been untouched. It was in the Christmas wrapping paper for that year. And it was an unwanted Christmas present. I couldn't believe my luck. It was completely untouched. So the price point compared to the Chanel classic flap, I have my classic flaps to compare in case you're deciding between the two, by the way. The things that I love about this bag, they're so practical because they have the chain that you can wear like this. You can wear it crossbody, you can wear it to the side, or you can just wear it like a clutch like this. You can also wrap the chain around and have a little chain here. You can buy additional chains. So I love that it's practical. I love the chain. At first, honestly, it feels a bit cheap when you're used to the Chanel boy bag because it feels so light. But in actual fact, it is so much better because it is light, it's more lightweight, and it's more comfortable on the shoulder, but it does still have some weight to it, and I really love that. One point that I didn't like at first is it doesn't have the pocket that I'm used to at the back, like the classic flap and what my trendy has. But I like it because it makes it a bit more formal, a bit more tidy, a bit more prim and proper Dior, which makes it feel Dior and not Chanel. So I actually love that now. Also have my phone stolen up the back of my Chanel, so I tend not to really use it at all anymore for that reason. Clasp is very easy. I used to not like the fact that there was fabric inside, but again, it is less expensive than the Chanel bag, which is full leather. So there are reasons why it's less expensive, and that also makes it light as well. I love the contrast of the baby pink lining inside. Mine was untouched. I'm going to show you what's inside. So my iPhone, I can't believe I don't even know what iPhone I have, but it's the biggest one. It fits perfectly well. Packet of tissues, because I've always got hay fever and watery eyes. My nephew's Kinder Egg, I forgot to take it. Bank card, I was lazy today with a purse. My lipstick, which I've just put on and it's in my denim pocket. Nope, it's not, it's in the other bag. I have these in here because I was doing my makeup in the car earlier. These are amazing. These are the new Dior Backstage palettes. I love it that this eyeshadow has a primer. I've personally never seen that before. I am using these two. I love bronzy eye colours. You know I'm always wearing bronzy. I was trying to use it really light so that the Dior embossed doesn't come off. It is so amazing. And then this for a summer glow. 3 different highlighters and a bronzer. I'm wearing both these today. They are so amazing. I'm really loving that at the moment. So that's what I had in my bag today. So a real time what was in my Diorama today. Pop everything back in there. I'm going to LA. And I think I'm going to take one of my Dioramas actually because they fit so much. They fit a little bit more than a classic flat. My grey one. The reason why I bought this, so let me just show you against the classic flat. I didn't buy it, it was my favourite colour. When I saw it, I just died. It is the most dreamy colour. And it's actually slightly darker than this, which I'm so pleased about. So this is the Diorama against the classic flap. They are almost identical. This widens out when you pack it more. The back. And the chain is pretty much the same length. So you can see why I didn't want to spend like another 3,000. It's not quite 3,000 this one. You can see why. A year later, I saw this very recently. I did a whole review on my YouTube channel. You've probably seen it. I just couldn't resist. I nearly bought it for my mum, but I knew that there wasn't enough to fit inside. I'll leave the link where I bought her a bag from Designer Exchange. The most immaculate, amazing, her dream bag in grey. I'll leave the link below to that if you can, if you want to see that. So I just couldn't pass it by. It was such a good price. It was £1,500, I think. When I say I think, I mean it was maybe £1,550, something like that. And I just couldn't not get it. And for that price, I don't mind having 2 different. And because I've got the black classic flap and the black Diorama, and I both use them all the time. I mean, this is gold and this one is silver, but with that aside, I really do feel like they're different bags. So this is one of the videos where I am not going to be able to tell you which one to buy. I'm going to help you weigh pros and cons, but they are equally amazing. In terms of resale, one might just take the winner. So there's those 2 together. You can see like this has a masculine edge to it. The Diorama, even though it's one of their masculine bags, I still love how formal and feminine it is. It's a mixture of my style. Like they both have a masculine and feminine side to them, which I love. They're both practical. Makes a change that they're not top handle, because I love a top handle bag. But they both offer me everything I need in a bag. This you can fit slightly more. It's slightly more affordable. That's the good things about this one. This one, it's fully lined leather inside. They are slightly more expensive, but they do hold their resale a lot more. So you will probably make money on this if you buy a classic flap. Whereas the Diorama, they're always easiest to sell because Dior is really striving at the moment. So that's that. Am I forgetting to tell you anything else? You would have seen me wearing them, so you can see for size reference. I've had this for years. This is my very first Chanel classic flap. It's the one that was from 2011 when it's black and not burgundy inside. So these are my 2 Dioramas. Don't forget to check out the video where I talk about the 7 points how to shop luxury. This is the perfect example of shopping pre-loved before you go and buy something new. I got very, I don't like to use the word lucky because I am checking all the time. I'll leave the description description box below the link to their Instagram, because they share a lot on stories what they have in stock. I suggest always going online, because they are quite good at uploading pieces online. I'm sure there's a store not too far away from you, because they have some up north, they have lots in London, they're scattered around, you know, there's one in Madrid, and I'm sure they're only going to get bigger. And you can contact them now for a wish list. So when this came in, it went straight away. I went to call to say, if you get another one in this exact colour, exact same, please let me know. But I just thought it was silly, because it was such a good bag, it wasn't going to come back again. I went in the day they received a new one, which was in the same week. So it does happen, they do get new ones, amazing ones all the time. I have my name down for my dream bag. I have my name down for over a year, and I managed to get it 2 weeks ago. And if you've watched my YouTube channels regularly, you will know what that video is, because it's already up. I'll leave that in the description box below if you haven't seen it. It's one of my dream bags. I had some amazing finds there. I totally trust them, obviously, because I have so many bags for them. And you know what, if you really want to get a new bag, I do this all the time. I accumulate lots of stuff together. You can take ready to wear there now. It has to be certain designers, it does have to be in good condition, but you can read all that on the website. Bring all of your bags together. The first time I ever shopped with Design Exchange, a good 5 years ago, I took all of my Louis Vuitton bags, Gucci bags, all of the ones that I didn't use, and I actually only kept the Dior saddlebag. Can you believe that? I thought, no, I'm going to keep one, and I kept the Dior saddlebag, and it came back. I'm so glad I held it back. Put them all together. They will give you vouchers in return, and then you can pick up something like this, and you'll probably still have money left over. So that's the end of my video. I really hope that that's helped you just a little bit try to decide if you want a diorama or what you can fit inside, all the pros and cons. It's pretty much a fabulous bag. Price point is really good. It's really good for the day or evening. It's one of my favourite bags that I wear all the time. If you're considering a classic flap or a diorama, I am going to stand by the fact that I think they're completely different. They both do different things, and I think whichever one you pick, you can't go wrong with. And if you're in a position to have one of each, I would do that. I always say go for one dark and one light. So something like this, what am I doing? Something like this would be a really good choice. So you've got your light bag, your dark bag, one's a Chanel, one's a Dior. I think that would be a really good choice, and probably something that I would do if I could only pick 2 bags. I would probably pick these. With Hermes aside, these would probably be the 2 bags that I would keep. Oh, but I do love my trendy as well. It's too difficult. So if you're not subscribed, I would really love it if you would subscribe. Don't forget the big giveaway that is very big. It's very amazing. The giveaway that I'm giving in my How to Shop Luxury. There's lots of handbag reveals if that's what you're into. I'll link a couple in the description box. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.